In January 2014, a hospital in Hyderabad diagnosed 58-year-old Meetalal Dhoka with 17 blocks in his heart, requiring 12 grafts. The maximum ever heard of in the world was 8 grafts. They declared him inoperable. The doctors there told him that his last and only hope was not in America, Europe or Singapore, but in Mumbai. The Asian Heart Institute. On 12th of February 2014, Meetalal was wheeled into the operation theatre for one of the most complex bypass surgeries ever attempted. It took a team of 10 professionals under the leadership of Dr. Ramakant Panda over 11 hours to complete the procedure. 16 days later, his angiography showed all blocks were cleared. 25 days later, he took a stress test equivalent to running 7 kilometers, and his heart was declared fine. Meetalal today is back home, back to his normal life. His case is on its way to becoming a Guinness World Record, but nothing will ever be bigger than the smile on his family's face. Meetalal's case is just one of the 3,000 most complicated surgeries done at the Asian Heart Institute on patients many declared inoperable. One of the 18,000 surgeries done here. One of the 200,000 patients treated in the last 11 years. At an incredible 99.6% success rate in bypass surgery, among the highest in the world. All this began in November 2002 as a single-minded dream.
We had a concept, Dr. Panda, myself and a few other friends, and we wanted to build a center of excellence.
From day one, we wanted to build a world-class healthcare institution here in India, and we wanted this institution to be built on the 4 pillars that most of the healthcare efforts should be built in. They are ethics, expertise, experience and excellence.
At the Asian Heart Institute, everything begins with honest opinions and absolute professional ethics.
Hi, I am Rajan Javeri. I was diagnosed with a blockage in my heart. So I was advised by Dr. Panda to come here, not for operation, not for stent, but for joining the cardiac rehab.
This comes from a belief that the well-being of people should always come before business. That's why last year, when the need arose in Mumbai, Asian Heart Institute stepped in and voluntarily committed to help over 100 babies waiting for cardiac surgery. This wasn't an isolated case. Every year, Asian Heart Institute does several free pediatric surgeries for babies from families that can't afford the procedure. This initiative was inaugurated by the President of India, Dr. Abdul Kalam, in 2006. A selfless emergency helpline was established to guide people from anywhere in the city to any hospital of their choice. Akshay Kumar consented to be the brand ambassador of this first-of-its-kind service in Mumbai to take it to the masses. Also, a chest pain clinic was set up to provide emergency and advisory services. Asian Heart Institute's highly acclaimed and acknowledged expertise comes from an extremely committed and highly capable team of professionals who have often achieved what was thought impossible to do. Many of these complex angioplasties and surgeries were done for the first time in India. In the process, pioneering total arterial revascularization, aneurysm and off-pump surgeries in the country. The expertise extends to technology as well. Asian Heart Institute has always been in the forefront of innovation and was among the first to introduce robotic surgeries in the country. Over 250 successful robotic surgeries without a single complication have been done here. This has set a benchmark for robotic surgeries in India. Supporting the world's best professionals and technology are the best-in-class facilities, systems, processes and practices. because excellence has become the only way of working here. That's why Asian Heart Institute is today the most accredited hospital in India. Recently, the Joint Commission International, the world's premier healthcare accreditation agency, ranked Asian Heart Institute's results as the #1 among all its participating hospitals. No wonder, when it comes to cardiac care, Asian Heart Institute has become the first choice for patients from 38 countries around the world, and even for the who's who in India.
I think the ultimate recognition of this hospital and its doctors came when the Prime Minister needed a complex redo bypass surgery, and myself as well as my colleagues were selected to look after him. Is for the first time he sent a message to the rest of the world that Indian doctors and healthcare system are second to none in the world. In fact, they are among the best in the world, and some of our doctors are best in the world. I think that was our crowning glory of this organization.
Be it the Prime Minister of the country or any ordinary patient, the mission at Asian Heart Surgery is to help the patient recover so well that he goes back to lead a better and normal life. The Asian Heart Institute's Rehabilitation Center is a compelling testimonial to the wonders a thorough rehab program and a strict follow-up regime can do. Every year since 2004, Asian Heart Institute has been partnering the Mumbai Marathon as its medical partner. And every year, the hospital has motivated and helped its patients to participate in it. This program is now an unshakable belief and is called Fit to Run Hearts. It is a belief that with proper care, even a heart patient can become fit enough to run a marathon. This year too, 100 of our hospital's heart patients ran the Mumbai Marathon. 26 of them ran the half marathon and 1 ran the full marathon. These are inspiring stories of human triumphs that shouldn't remain within the 4 walls of the hospital. Their stories have to be told to the world and shared with those affected. They are the perfect heart ambassadors and the best ones to go out and spread cheer and positivity among those affected. And today, there's a very big need for it. It's a dawn of another era in cardiac care. And the mission at Asian Heart Institute is to remove the fear, anxiety, misconceptions and despair that accompany heart ailments. The mission is to spread hope, because hope is healing. Healing is happiness, and happiness is everything.